tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Kirk Cousins and the Green Bay Packers.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the way
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
in his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. 43 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Vinny Curry. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Cedric Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Rosas' kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Niners 3, Packers nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 8 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. They'll run the draw with Mostert.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one one thing. Get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
Baker in on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
2nd down, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Zach Pascal.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
On play action, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Bradley Pinion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, a former 49er, Ted Ginn Jr. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 3-3.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's complete to Lazard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. brings up 2nd and 11. At the Packers.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Open man is Trey Burton. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And it is up.
His kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Packers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Packers take over 1st and
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Harrison.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Cousins now on 2nd down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
At the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, a good throw here, finding Pascal.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
15. But it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Packers.
Cousins on 1st down. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here we go with Geis. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's into the hands of Pascal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Short little throw to Ebron. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Cousins. And Pascal's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They'll throw again. Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Kirk Cousins sacked.
Final play of the half. Cousins.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And lastly, Sunday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Bucks. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
1st down.
Here's Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And this.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
Packers 20, Packers 6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 30.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, Wentz quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Lindsey, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44, Wentz. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good for a 49er.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
He's got Burton here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
26.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
results in a fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another. And a loose football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Cousins pass complete.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 36.
Made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. His throw incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Wentz now to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Cousins on first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Cousins pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. First down, here's Cousins. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Cousins again. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Green Bay.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Cousins pass.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
One more time with Mostert.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. From the 41, Wentz over the middle to Beckham. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Callaway, the return man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
The 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
Intercepted.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Lindsey. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Niners 40, Packers 9.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get... And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Away on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Tyson Alualu breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Short little throw to Ebron, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer,
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Cousins pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Cousins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw for Cousins. It fights him off. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, it's Cousins. Ebron caught left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Pascal's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. His big game continues. 10 catches now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The kick is good. Makes the score Niners 47, Packers 12.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.